Hi, I'm Barbara Dillon, Editor-in-Chief of Fanbase Press. This year, we have once again launched our Countdown to the Eisners series, where we seek to highlight the importance of the Eisner Awards, the nominees, and their work. This year, we're releasing 3 videos of conversations with industry professionals, discussing why they feel that the Eisner Awards are impactful, the most interesting categories for them this year, and what they'd like to see more of in the years to come. Thank you for watching.
What I'd like to congratulate the Eisners on, as I think about what I'd like to see more of in the years to come, when you think of other type of awards, people will think of like the Oscars as an example. You can always come up with, I wish they would honor this category. I wish they would honor that category. I'd really like to see them expand into these different areas. Whereas with the Eisners, I was thinking about what would I like to see more of from them? And as I'm scrolling through all of the categories, not only for this year's nominees, but I was just struck by the amazing and vast depth that they've reached in covering the comics industry.
To be honest, I think it's pretty much covered its bases.
For me, I have been seeing lots of changes already since 2005 with the expansion of the youth categories, with actually the expansion of the foreign comics categories, having it divided into 2.
It's not only the mainstream comics, it's not only best cover, best lettering, best artist, best writer, limited series. Then you've got these categories with books for small children, books for middle grade readers, books for young adult readers. And then you've got these archival comics. And not only do they honor web comics, but also digital comics. How great is it that somebody has thought it through enough to parse those 2 categories, when I think in a lot of cases, those would just be lumped together as one thing.
I'd like to see more people in the audience. I'm not going to lie. I feel that it's not as supported. I mean, we talk about it being the Oscars of the comics industry, and yet there are some people that actually go to San Diego Comic-Con and don't even know the things going on in the Indigo Ballroom on the Friday night. It's right there.
What I would like to see are comics geared towards not just early readers, but almost like pre-readers, I'm specifically thinking like 3 to 5. I would like there to specifically be the category of the Eisners that covers 3 to 5, because I want there to be material that is designed with that artistic bent.
Perhaps if we were to add things on web comics, maybe like a subcategory, best art web comics, instead of best web comics. So if you're going and breaking down storylines and everything in comics, quote unquote, or graphic novels, then why don't we go ahead and break that down in web comics?
I really think there's something to be said for best ongoing series with a circulation below 30,000 issues, just as a way to draw attention to the books that aren't getting all the attention.
I wish it was live streamed. I wish more people could see it.
One thing that would be awesome for the Eisner Awards to start doing is having a student category. I think it would be great for up and coming writers, artists, colorists, letterers, everyone that's in school or taking courses, to have that opportunity to enter in their project in for recognition.
For the awards to expand their definition of what constitutes comics, graphic novels, etc. And just to give an example again of my year, 2020, we had books that say I consider breakthrough in the sense that, that's not a graphic novel. Yes, it is. There was Bob Grossman's Life on the Moon, which I'll just flip through quickly so you get an idea, but it's like, it's words and images, and, it's not, just a children's book. Likewise with Alley-Oop by Gropper. This is in the classic realm of the wordless graphic novels, Franz Masereel and Lind Ward, and just the way it's designed too, that they give that blank page to most of to most of the pages, so you can just really appreciate it. And again, might not be considered. And just to show kind of also peculiarities, anatomy of authors. Okay, this was this was one that you go through and you go, hey, you know, that that doesn't look anything like a graphic novel.
I think I would just like to see a continuation of that, and making sure that we do have especially representation from the independent creators, some of whom are using platforms such as Kickstarter and other crowdfunding platforms. Those books are just as important, in my opinion, as the books that are published by the established publishers.
More indie comics. I think that they've started to do a lot better job every year of including more and more indie comics, but some of the best comics are coming out from publishers that you won't find even in comic book shops. So I hope that the Eisners continues to do an even better job of finding those diamonds in the rough from all over the comics industry, not just the ones that are in comic book shops.
Introducing them to the material that isn't on their radar, material that will amaze and astound them. I mean, what could be a better service to the comics industry than that?
Jackie Estrada and the entire team that put the show together put so much work and so much time and effort into it, making as big and glamorous as it possibly can be.
I think they've done a fantastic job, and I just want to congratulate not only all the nominees, but the people who put this fantastic awards ceremony and awards balloting and awards categories together. A+, great work.